Hi there, Angel Babes, and welcome back to my channel. Um, Sorry, let me just get situated here. So like, there's not really much to talk about today. I didn't really do much. I had, an online Zoom call with my, uh, coach, who's kind of like, basically went over some, stuff, went over some script stuff with me and talked about like, presentation and like, practicing memorizing it and like practicing like delivery and the particular way that I do the delivery. And that makes me kind of want to talk about like, some other stuff pertaining to like the job path that I'm currently trying to pursue. So originally I wanted to go into high fashion, but I was told I guess I didn't have like the build for high fashion or whatever. But I wanted to be a fashion model. But I'm not mad about like the entire thing. Like I'm okay with the fact that like I'm more likely going to start out being a commercial model. I can live with that, and that's like perfectly fine for me. So yeah, I um don't really have anything else to say on that end of things. I'm really excited about the outfit that I have like designed for this summer because like my coach was like super duper excited about it and was talking about how like, that's a really cool and creative idea, because I was thinking about like I'm crocheting um one of the outfits that I'll be wearing in the showcase. Um and the theme is disco, but I can take it through my interpretation. So I'm kind of like taking it and giving it my own little spin on it. I'm not actually going to discuss more of that just in case like other people steal my idea or something, cuz like I don't know, that would suck. That would suck a lot actually. Not that I'm like paranoid that any of you guys are going to do that. I just don't know how far these videos are going to go like as far as reach goes. And so I just want to be a little bit cautious and keep it kind of close to my chest, as it were. Um, so I caught myself thinking, um, a lot of stuff and getting in my own way, where it's like, my coaching session, I was like really scared, like, what if, during that I messed up and, they're like, oh, I don't think that you're actually cut out for this or you're not actually quite right for this. Maybe you should try thinking of something else or a different path in life. And that's something I was anxious about, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't let that anxiety stop me from trying. Because that's what that anxiety is trying to do. It's trying to stop me from trying. Because usually it's like, should I even bother? Like that's the thought that comes to mind. Like it's like, should I even bother? I'm just gonna fail anyway. And it's like, nah, not with that attitude. We're not gonna do that. And I shut it down really quickly. I'm really glad that like I'm in the headspace now where I feel, just more sure of myself overall compared to like, I don't know, maybe like a few years ago. I would have never been able to do this. I would have never had the confidence. I would have never been as sure of myself to actually pull this off or to like have the confidence to even try. I would have gotten in my own way and just given up before I even gave it a try. And I'm really glad that like consistently every time that urge has hit, I have shut it down and proceeded anyway. Like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try my best. I'm just really grateful for that. The fact that I'm like in that mindset, because I feel like mindset is a huge part of the battle. And I feel like mindset gets into a lot of people's like way, like people get in their own way. They get in their own head. Sorry. They get in their own head and get in their own way about things and they defeat themselves before they even try. And I feel like that's a lot of like a lot of people's problems in life is like they have this dream, but they expect it to fall in their lap, or they expect it to be just, they'd be so lucky that it would just magically happen without them doing anything to try to get there. And, that's just that's not realistic or conducive to, any kind of progress or any kind of goal. So I'm really glad that, I'm mature enough and, in a place comfortably enough, like comfortably in a place with myself where I can actually just like, you know, shut down those negative like thoughts and feelings that might have otherwise gotten in my way or stopped me. I'm really glad that I'm in a place where that's not something that can actually even stop me. Like if I were in high school, it would have stopped me instantaneously. I wouldn't even have tried. I feel like because when I was in high school, I was a high-strung, anxious teenager, you know. But yeah, like I don't know. Another thing that like I guess has been bothering me a little bit today. Also I hope you guys don't mind that I'm like crocheting during the video. It's just keeping my hands busy keeps me from picking at my skin compulsively, and my skin picking has been a lot worse lately due to the anxiety of like, the whole situation with the rent and my fiance changing jobs, the whole stressful situation. Um, so my skin picking has gotten a lot worse, unfortunately, and so I'm trying to get that back under control. So busy work for the hands means the hands cannot be busy picking at my face. No, I feel like if it were any other skin, I could make peace with it. Like if I were picking, like, I don't know, my arms or something. I don't know. But it's my face. Why do I keep, like, doing that to myself? Like, I wish I could, like, stop it. It's so frustrating because it's just, like, I'm literally able to override any other thought and feeling that I have, but I cannot override the compulsion to pick. It's just something that's been ingrained in me for so long. Like, it started out with, like, when I was a little kid, I had this illogical, like, OCD type thought. So, in my head, from the time I was in, like, kindergarten, I had the thought of, if my skin has an itch and I don't scratch it, then it will become a permanent blemish. So that's where the compulsion kind of started. When I went through puberty and started getting acne, the compulsion kind of spiraled into the picking compulsion. If I don't pick this flaw off my face, it will be there permanently. And that's obviously not logical because I'm causing it to be there long term by picking at it. Whereas if I left it alone, it would heal. I need to work on that. That compulsion is so ingrained from how long that like, because like I said, I know where the root is. I know how long that thought process has been, and I know where it evolved to spiral into where it is now, and I just, despite knowing all of that, I just wish I could like still like, I just stop, like I wish I could just stop, like, knowing all of that, you would think that I could, but no, despite all of that, I still just keep picking and picking and picking, and it's just very frustrating to me. I think I'm gonna change my therapist too, because I don't know, I just don't feel like she's helping me. She's mostly making me like, she's like kind of low key like discounting anything I say, kind of brushing it off, and I just don't really like that. It doesn't feel good having your therapist invalidate you and just like kind of brush off whatever you're talking about or try to act like you're being unreasonable. It's like, if this is what I'm saying is my experience, then who are you to tell me that I'm wrong? Like that's so stupid. Like I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe she works for some people, but she just doesn't work with me very well. I don't think she's a compatible therapist for me. Which kind of sucks because it's really scary because I got to start at square one again with a new therapist, and it's like really, really nerve-wracking because it's like, ugh. Now I get to start all over again. But I don't think I'm compatible with this one, so I have to. Is this the only option? Another thing, like, I don't know, I had like I don't know. I've been sitting in this apartment pretty much isolated for quite some time. And, you know, I'm just dying to kind of socialize with my friends more, to see, my family maybe or something. Like my brother, mom, and some family friends, and my brother's girlfriend, like they're all hanging out at his house right now. And I feel really left out because it's like, like mom's there, our family friend is there that I actually really quite like. My brother's there. Everyone's there, it feels like, except me, and it feels very isolating to be down here. I live 45 minutes away. Well, no, actually, I live closer to an hour away from my brother's house. 45 minutes away from my mom, but about an hour from my brother. And like, I don't know, it's just like, I kind of feel really sad about it. I mean, he's coming down here tomorrow, actually, because like we have stuff to work out regarding my house that he's helping to kind of bring back from the dead, because it's a condemned Victorian house that, it if we hadn't bought it, it would have absolutely been torn down. No doubt about it, I'm sure. So I'm really glad that we bought it and that we're saving it. It's a lot to take on by yourself. So it's really nice to have a support system and have help from other people, like family. I'm really grateful that I have my family. I'm really grateful for my brother and my mother and my stepdad, who he's an electrician. He was an electrician back in Jamaica. And now it's like, I don't know, he's very excited to, he's honestly really nice. He's a really good stepdad. He kind of views me and my brother as being his own children. It doesn't help that his own children kind of, have disowned him, though, which kind of sucks. They disowned him because, like, his marriage fell apart with his wife, who was his other kids' mother, his daughter, and everything. There's like, and any of his grandkids, they just won't talk to him at all, and anytime they do, it's nothing nice. And so I feel like, to an extent, he's kind of like been connecting with me and my brother more, to try to fill that like void and be like, okay, well, my own kids don't want anything to do with me, but here are some kids of the woman that I'm with, and they're nice, they're respectful, they're decent, and we all get along really well. I think that that's kind of like where he's coming from with that. But yeah, like, he's really nice. He helped me over the summer to take down a chimney off the roof of my house, which was really nice because that needed to be done. It was leaning and threatening the neighbors. It was threatening to fall into the neighbor's yard and damage their property. They have this like giant like water fountain type thing in their yard, and it's too big and heavy for them to move it, and the chimney was leaning over it precariously, and threatening to come crumbling down and destroy it. So I'm sure that they're pretty relieved that we did manage to get that down at least. But there are other things that he's going to be helping with, my brother's going to be helping with, my mom's going to be helping with. Like, we're all, like, kind of in this together. There's not, like, a whole lot that mom can do, but, so mostly moral support, but I think she's also going to help, like, sweep the floor a little bit. That's something that she can do, for the most part, I think. That's at least what she's planning on doing, from what I understand. Because I was wondering how she was going to work into the plans, because I know my brother was talking about her coming also to help. Sorry, with the house. But yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit left out in that regard, and I wouldn't be so upset about it if it wasn't for the fact that I'm also feeling really left out by my friend. Because I don't know, I messaged my friend and I was like, would you want to hang out tonight or anything? And of course, like, my friends don't owe me their like immediate time, their immediate response or anything. It's just, I'm going a little bit stir crazy in this apartment all by myself. And, I just can't spend the whole day sleeping through the day. Like, that's not healthy. That's not a healthy way to approach this. I know that I'm tired, but this isn't doing anything to help me. I need to get around people again. I need to be around people. I'm feeling really isolated right now. And so I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit jealous that my friend's hanging out with like someone else right now. Um and so now I'm sitting here at my house, my apartment, all by myself, sulking about it because I'm all alone, and I'm sulking about it, I guess. My fiance already went to bed because when you're doing this trucking stuff, you're getting up at super duper early in the morning. So my fiance had to go to bed already, and so it's not like I can continue to FaceTime with my fiance. Um, so I don't know. I'm like, I shouldn't be like so upset over something so stupid to be like my friend is allowed other friends, and I am not owed exclusive hanging out. Like, it's such a stupid like little tiny thing. And I think it's like a little insecurity that we all kind of get, where it's like, oh, what if I'm not actually the friend that this person wants to hang out with? They only hang out with me when they're desperate. I think that that's the reason that it's so upsetting. I think that that's the source of like the toxic aspects of the feeling that I've been kind of sitting here in. And I figured, you know what, if I'm going to sit here in my feelings, I may as well do something productive, like make a YouTube video. So that's what I'm doing now. And I wanted to sit here and kind of talk about how I'm feeling and kind of dissect it and like figure out where it's coming from. And I think it's just because like growing up, I always felt outside of my friend group. Like, no matter how much I tried to feel like I belonged, I never felt like I belonged. Like, I was always the last option. Like, they always just tolerated me, but they never wanted to be around me. That's how it always felt. And that's how I just always feel in all of my friend groups. I just always feel like I'm separate from everyone else. And it's very isolating feeling. And I think that that isolation and my hurt feelings about, past experiences and friendships are why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling right now. Um, so I think it's been very helpful, being able to sit here, talk about how I'm feeling and dissect it right here like this. Um, because I don't know, it helps me to understand why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and kind of helps me to keep it in check as well. Like, I'm obviously not going to be like, super petty with my friend or anything. My friend does not owe me their every minute. Um, like, it's not my friend's fault that I'm like currently feeling very isolated and I'm kind of alone. That's not my friend's fault. That's not on my friend. Um, Honestly, like, I don't know. I should probably like make more friends. I have like four good friends I have, which is nice. It's really nice having, four good friends. It's better to have like, some really close friends than a bunch of fake friends, right? It's just all of my friends have kids and lives and stuff, and it's just like the one friend who lives close and also generally typically is available to hang out is currently busy hanging out with someone else. And, I don't think that other person wants some random person to come along and like, I don't know, like some random stranger that they don't know to like come along and like crash the party or whatever. Well, that's such a friend that I already know. But I don't think it's a friend that I know. Because I did, like, kind of make friends with one of my friends' other friends, who was really cool. Her name, I'm not going to say her name. We'll just call her M. Yeah, we'll call her M. And then my other friend who's non-binary uses they, them pronouns. I don't know. I'll call that friend Grim because they're gothic. So yeah, so I'm friends with am kind of a little bit, like, we get along pretty well. We're both fans of Taylor Swift, which is really cool. Um, and we're both some brand of queer. So, yeah. This blanket, I feel like, is looking very cute. Obviously, Marjorie has not gotten a whole lot of work done on her. As you guys can see, it looks very similar to how it looked the last time I showed y'all. It's because lately I've been kind of busy doing other things like going for walks and exercising, making YouTube, and just like generally I've been actually very busy with my hands, so I've not really had a chance to sit down and actually work on this. So maybe it's a good thing that I'm kind of just sitting here working on this, trying to break the habit of picking again. Honestly, kicking my sugar addiction was easier than, like, you know, stopping this compulsion to pick. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's really all I have to say for today, really. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my headspace, where I'm coming from, and everything, how I'm kind of feeling. Because, you know, that is the purpose of this vlog, is kind of like to be a video diary type thing. So, if you've, you know, watched the video, thank you. If you feel like liking it, giving a comment, anything like that, subscribing, feel free, but I'm not going to pressure you. I don't know. I feel like when people pressure people, it's just not, I don't know. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to feel like I'm putting pressure on anyone to, like, do anything. Like, you don't have to subscribe or anything if you don't want to. Heck, you don't even have to watch if you don't want to. But, so the pressure's off. I promise. I don't know, but I'm really hoping that, like, maybe I can, like, kind of get over those feelings. Worst comes to worst, maybe I'll see about joining my family, driving the hour up. I don't feel like that's a good idea right now, though, considering how late it is and it's dark and I'm already tired. I feel like that's just a dangerous accident waiting to happen, which is why I haven't just, you know, gone up to see my family from the start. So yeah, but I don't know. I'm really hopeful that maybe my friend will still hang out with me a little bit later on, maybe. Because I'm kind of going a little crazy here. You know, sitting here at the apartment all by myself, alone with my thoughts in the silent. But anyway, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like I said, I'm not going to pressure you to do anything. If you feel like doing something, then go ahead. You can, like, subscribe, like, comment, whatever you feel like. You know, if you have any ideas of future content you might like to see, like, or you have any questions for me that you might like to know more about, feel free to, like, comment those as well, because, like, I will read all of the comments. I do read all the comments. My audience is very small, so it's very easy right now for me to keep up with all the comments and all the interaction, and I appreciate all of you. Anyway, so I hope you guys are all having a wonderful night. Thank you for watching, and stay safe, stay hydrated. I love you guys. You deserve to be happy and to love yourself and to eat. You know, if you're forgetting any meds or anything, don't forget them. Here's your reminder. But yeah, take care. See you around, Angel Babes.